I walked through the city streets, hidden by haunting shadows that followed my every moment, as if protecting their beloved prince. They clung protectively to the black leather suit in a blanket of darkness that shrouded the dried bloodstains with an icy touch. I stopped in front of a hotel and wondered if I should rent a room. Tomorrow was liable to be an 8-hour journey back to the castle, and my body needed rest. It ached painfully from sleep deprivation and hunger, and I wasn't sure how much longer I could keep on going. My blood-stained sword suddenly became like lead in its sheath, threatening to pull me down towards the earth if I didn't take a break. I knew that the crimson substance would cause questions, and that was why I was hesitant on heeding to my body's whim. Suddenly, all the blood rushed from my head to my feet, and I had to use the wall to steady myself. Realizing that I was on the verge of fainting, I dismissed all rational thoughts and focused on my body's overwhelming desire to rest.
Can I help you?
All that I could make of the girl was golden brown hair that flowed down to her breasts that were uncomfortably squeezed together in a laced corset. I urged my feet forward and dug a few gold coins out of my pocket. I felt a hand on my shoulder. A few minutes ago, I'd been fine. The sleepiness in my body wasn't controlling. It was just a minor annoyance that I wished desperately would go away. Maybe it was the thought of sleep and rest that put me in this state. Or maybe it was just my body. It had enough and was forcing the imminent upon me. I couldn't be sure. But what I could be sure of was that my body was swaying back and forth. The girl's words became hollow, like an echo heard from across a mountainside. My limbs went numb and then my vision went blank.
Serlone had always been a prosperous kingdom, whose noble leaders had governed wisely throughout the years. It was very peaceful there, a place where people could go to be free from the wars other kingdoms were forced to deal with. But then, 6 years ago, the neighboring kingdom of Arche launched a citywide invasion. Nearly half the population was destroyed in one night, and among them was Lady Aline, the beautiful queen of Serlone. She sacrificed her life for her people. The enemy impaled her through the heart, right in front of her young son. The killing of Serlone's kind queen sparked an era of depression and hatred, and the kingdom began to break out in war. King Shannon went mad and started hiring assassins to do his bidding. The assassins would kill anyone who broke the laws of Serlone and worked in armies to conquer other kingdoms. Within a year, Serlone became the most feared kingdom in the entire country of Platooth. It was so widely feared that people from other kingdoms would often refuse service to anyone from Serlone. 4 years later, the young prince who had witnessed his mother's sacrifice became the head of his father's assassins. He was sick, demented, and ruthless in combat. He wore a mask of ivory to conceal his identity, and his sword became a symbol of murder and mayhem throughout Platooth. Though the handle was but simple silver and steel, the blade was encrusted with large emeralds. It was forged in magma of the holy mountain, living place of the higher powers, and no other sword would ever match its beauty.
I blinked hard and glanced around the room to find the same girl from the night before standing beside me.
Awake, I see.
I smirked. Her golden eyes accentuated flawless, but slightly tanned skin. She had high cheekbones and full red lips. The epitome of beauty.
I have your clothes ready for you.
It was only then I noticed that the only thing covering me was a thin white sheet that had fallen above my hips, revealing my ivory flesh tone. I felt the blood rush to my cheeks as I pulled the sheet up protectively.
You've got nothing to be afraid of.
Could I please have my clothes back?
Of course. Your sword too.
My breath caught in the back of my throat at that moment. Did you unsheath it?
No, I don't like such things, but I did clean the sheath for you.
Being an assassin of royal blood meant that no one could know your true identity. If they did, your kingdom would be condemned, no matter how feared it might be. I got dressed, paid the girl her money for the night, and then started on my journey home once again.